In this video, I want to talk to you about identifying your niche when you're selling merchant services. Now, this video kind of stands on its own. It's its own topic, but this is in a little mini series I've been doing here on selling merchant services in 6 steps. And so I'm giving you a step-by-step that I wish I would have had 10 years ago when I started selling merchant services that explains it doesn't matter if you've been in the industry for 3, 4, 5 years or you just started today. If you follow these 6 steps, you're going to be successful. Now, before we get into how to identify your niche, I got to put a little plug in for my new ebook because those of you who watch a lot of my videos, I would personally appreciate it as a favor to me if you downloaded my ebook. I really would appreciate that. I spent a ton of time creating it. If you go to ccsalespro.com/steps, ccsalespro.com/steps, put a lot of time into creating something that gives you these 6 steps to success. So let me review those real quick and then we'll dive into finding your niche. Okay. Step number 1, sound like an expert. You've got to project confidence when you're talking to small business owners. Otherwise, they're not going to be interested in what you have to say. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Sound like an expert. If you don't sound like an expert, you need to get more training. Step number 2, prospect daily. Okay. Every single day, what's your minimum amount of prospecting you're going to do? Is it walking into 20 businesses? Is it reaching out to 10 new people on LinkedIn? Is it calling 30 business owners on the phone? Is it going out for 2 hours? Whatever it is, prospect every day and have that minimum number in your head. Step number 3 is you're going to now build your pipeline. So if you're sounding like an expert and you're prospecting daily, you're going to build your pipeline and you're going to use next action steps. We talked about that in step number 3, those next action steps to build your pipeline and make sure that you have a steady pipeline of interested prospects that you can close. The problem, of course, with that is you then have this huge pipeline of all these people who seem interested, but they haven't given you a yes or a no. So we talked in the last video about step number 4, which was we're going to eliminate maybe. We need to get people off of the fence by getting a yes or a no. And I gave you some tactics in the last video on how to do that. Well, once you've done that and you've accomplished that objective, it's now time to find your niche. Now, I want to be really clear here. I am not advocating for not prospecting every business owner. My opinion is if you're in a local market and you have a local presence, go out there and try to sell everybody, right? But here's the thing. You're probably going to notice after about a month or so of prospecting that there are certain business types that you connect well with, right? Maybe you grew up in a household where your dad was always working on cars, right? So maybe you really connect well with auto repair shops and that's your thing and you like talking about cars. Okay. So that's your niche, right? And you connect well with them. Well, so what do you do about that? Well, number 1, you definitely want to make sure you're going to all the auto repair shops, right? So I would start looking on Google Maps and see, are there any auto repair shops? Maybe they're not on the main road and you might have missed them. You want to go there, right? That's a priority. You connect well there. You have a higher odds of success. So go to all those auto repair shops. But in addition to that, it also allows you to start customizing your value proposition. Find a good point of sale system that integrates with your processor that's for auto repair shops. Have some technology to offer. Look in online and search for auto repair shop software. What kind of software is out there? What stuff would they be really interested in? Read up on the challenges that auto repair shops are facing today. Get industry magazines and publications and just start to kind of dive in and don't spend your whole day. You got to prospect, you got to follow up with your next action steps, but maybe in the evening you take 30 minutes or so every evening for a month to kind of research the industry and start to really understand it and think about it in the context of selling merchant services. How can I sell merchant services to this niche more effectively? Now, when you're out in the field, you still have your good general pitch that you're using for most merchants. But when you see that auto repair shop, you're ready. And you may even go a little further out. You may go 25, 30 miles from your central location just because you really want to go after that niche, right? Now, that's really important to find that niche and to go after it. So here's the last thing I want to tell you. Make sure we have another video coming up, but these videos are so short compared to all the content I put in the ebook, okay? Check out the ebook. Now, if you're an ISO and you have a team of agents, I would love to work with you to create custom training, video training like this, but with your logo and everything customized for your company so you can train your team on these concepts within the context of the way you do things, okay? If you're interested in that, go to ccsalespro.com/ISO, and check out our ISO solutions. If you're an individual agent and you want to get trained, we have a great 6-week jumpstart program where I personally work with you, coaching you every week for 6 weeks, along with about 25 hours of video content that you go through during that time. If you want to check that out, just go to ccsalespro.com/jumpstart. But the most important thing is I want you to download the ebook. So click the link below this video, download the ebook, and I hope that you enjoy it.